Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I thought that we would dive into testing some new products from Neutrogena. They recently launched their Mineral UV Tint Face Liquid. They launched some eyeshadow primers and some serum brow pens. So if you guys are curious to see these products in action and hear my thoughts, then just keep watching. Okay. Starting off with this product right here. This is the Mineral UV Tint Face Liquid with Vitamin E. It gives you broad spectrum SPF 30, and they are tinted, and I believe there are 4 shades, and I have 3 of them here. I have light, medium, deep, and deep, and I believe there's a fair. I will check online and add how many shades there are when I'm editing this video, but they sent me 3 to try out. Now, normally a tint is added just so you don't have a white cast. But the fact that there are so many shades leads me to think that there might actually be some coverage in this. It says tinted SPF of 30 to blend into skin and help protect from sun-induced UV damage. Flexible shade uniquely designed with neutral undertones for ease of blending and to complement your natural skin tone. It also helps protect against sun-induced aging, wrinkles, dark spots, fine lines, and discoloration. So it doesn't say what type of coverage you're gonna get. It's mostly as an SPF. With just like a neutral undertone that will blend into anyone's skin tone. So let's start off by swatching the 3 shades that I have. And just so you know, the expiration on these are July of 2024. This one is October, this one's July. So you're gonna get about a year out of this if you purchase it right when it launches. Now, one thing I appreciate is the font on these reflects the shade. So if you're just glancing at these, you know this one's lighter, this one's medium, and this one is deep. Shake well before use, apply generously 15 minutes before sun exposure, reapply after 80 minutes. Okay, so starting off with light. It's like a little squeezy tube. So this is light right here. And I know I applied a lot. Okay, so blend it in. That's the shade of light. So I feel like that might work for me, but I feel like I would need something a little bit slightly darker. Then going in with medium deep. Here's medium deep, which actually looks like it might be a really good match for me. So we have light and then medium deep. And then finally we have deep. That would be a beautiful contour shade. So you can definitely see there is a shade difference. We had light here, medium, deep, and deep. So it isn't just a matter of it being like slightly tinted so it doesn't have a white cast. It actually does have definitive shades. And I feel like I would probably have to mix the 2 of these. Obviously this is not my shade, but I'm definitely on board for trying this as a contour. So here you go. And it does seem like they dry down pretty well. Yeah, they're not really sticky, just a slight hint of sheen to them. Not oily or greasy looking, which I appreciate. So thank you, Neutrogena. Just gonna pull the hair back and we will start off by applying light to just one side of my face so you can see what it looks like. Initially, it looks like one of those white cast products where it makes you very pale. So this side has light, this side has nothing. You can see there is a bit more glow on this side, but really no coverage at all. You can see everything through this. So I think this is merely meant to be a tinted SPF, not even like a light coverage product. I'll try building it up a little bit more. So no coverage, but it does give a nice glow. So if you like more like glowy skin and you don't really care about coverage, you might really like this. Now let me show you the medium deep on this side. All right, so this is one thin layer of the medium deep shade, and this is light. I feel like this shade already matches my skin tone quite a bit better. I already have a little bit of a spring summer tan going. So I feel like it matches my chest better than this one, but if you're looking for something that doesn't really show and you have lighter skin tone, go with the light shade. Now I am curious to see how the deep works to bronze, so let's just try a little bit of the deep shade along the hairline here and the cheeks. Now, I don't know if you contour with sunscreen or not, but it's an option if you wanted to do that. Like if you're going to the beach, but you still want some definition, perhaps you want to buy a lighter and darker shade and give yourself some definition with the two products. I don't know if I'm that extra, but you could definitely do it. So over here, we've got the medium deep. Over here, we have the light, and then we've got the deep shade along the perimeter where I'd put my bronzer. Nice glow, but I would need more coverage than this to go out. Even if it's a beach day, I still want to feel confident, so I need like some of these things covered. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop off, apply a little concealer and like a serum foundation, something light, and we'll be back to try products 2 and 3. Went ahead and applied the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum Foundation to my face to kind of stay with that glowy look, and then a little bit of the Physicians Formula Butter Glow and Joah Eye Serum Concealer under the eyes, and a little bit of the Neutrogena Cheeky Wink Blush, which I love, and I think the discontinued, to the cheeks. It's such a beautiful color. So anyway, we will move on to their new brow pen. This is the Microbrow Tint Serum Pen with Nourishing Brow. It says with Panthenol. An on-the-go nourishing precision-tipped pen that provides a transfer-proof and realistic hair-like finish, instantly giving you natural-looking brows. Conditions and nourishes brows, transfer-proof formula. It says apply to clean, dry brows, but I do my brows after I do my makeup. So I will have to remove any foundation that is on my brows right now. I don't like doing my brows first because then I cover it up with foundation. So this one is in the shade Taupe. Little tiny pen, just like the next one. And the shade is right here. You guys see it right there? That looks very realistic while just looking slightly more filled in than my natural brow. Okay. All right, still very natural looking. I am curious to know if I use this on top of makeup, if it's gonna get gunky and no longer perform similar to the CoverGirl and other brands I've tried. I don't have that problem with the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Pen, but we'll see. So far, I like this, and the shade seems to be a really nice match, not too warm, not too cool. So next we have this guy right here. This is the Sensitive Skin Eyeshadow and Primer. So it looks like it's a primer and an eyeshadow in one. It delivers a beautiful metallic finish, lightweight cream to powder formula, is long wearing and effortlessly glides onto the eyelids without flaking and leaves your skin feeling hydrated. I don't see how it's going to be a primer though, because it has a quite dark color. I feel like this might be just like a shadow, a cream shadow product. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know if that's a primer for me. Like, I don't think I'm going to put shadows on top of it, but I could try. It is a beautiful, I would say like a cool bronze shade. And blended out, it definitely gives you like a diffused bronze color. So I'm gonna apply some to my lid and then tap it out with my finger real quick and see what that looks like. Okay, applied with the finger and then spread out quickly. Just gives you a very light illusion of like a bronzy glow. Let me see if I can build it up. I'm just kind of tapping my finger onto the applicator. Tapping, you're going to get more color than with swiping, but I want to see if I can spread it all over my lid with some deeper color. Okay, so the shade is building up. All right, so it's a nice bronzy glow. Now I'm curious to see if I swipe it on, if it will dry with that intense color. Like I would do with a cream shadow, I would swipe it on, and then I would let it dry. All right, so let's let that dry and see what happens. The edge is looking a little harsh. I just grabbed a clean blending brush and just blended out the edge. You do have a much more intense bronze shade on the lid where I swiped on the color than where I patted and blended it out. Either way though, I do like this color. It's like a cool bronze. It isn't too warm. So I'm gonna add some more to this eye so that they match. Even after it dries down a bit, it still has some flexibility to be blended out, which is nice. Like this one is fully dry and it doesn't look cakey, it doesn't look crusty. It's really flattering. And this one is also dry. So really pretty formula, very flattering. I would say it is hydrating and smoothing. So I would say this is a really nice formula for more mature eyelids. So I would recommend that one. All in all, I would say this was a successful try-on as far as new products from Neutrogena go. The mineral tint face liquid doesn't provide any coverage at all, but it does give you a tint and some sun protection. So if that's all you're looking for, you would like this. I prefer something that has a little bit more coverage to it and SPF, or I will just use a normal SPF plus a foundation or a tinted moisturizer or something. So for me, this is not something I'm going to reach for a ton. And this, I believe, was like $20 some, so not cheap at the drugstore. I would say it's not my go-to, but I will get use out of it this summer, especially when I'm at the beach or to wear underneath products with a little bit more coverage. The new microbrow tint serum pen. I like the way it applied my brow hairs. I'll continue to use this. Obviously, I won't know about the nourishing properties until a little bit later, but so far this is a thumbs up. And then the sensitive skin eyeshadow and primer. This is really nice, and they did have other shades. I'd be curious to get the more creamy one to see if it works as an eyeshadow base. Actually, I'm gonna just try it real quick as an eyeshadow base. I'm just going to go ahead and apply a little bit of this rosy tone here on top and just see if it kind of like grabs onto the shadow. It definitely does make it more metallic, wow. So I guess this does work as a primer and a shadow. So there you go. Hope you guys found this new Neutrogena product video helpful. If you did, remember to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.